Welcome to another episode of The Orange. This is a weekly news talk podcast where we bring you a little slice of life. I have with me today YouTuber, entertainer, vlogger person, Amy Fang, who goes by PrincessKahara on YouTube and Twitter. How are you?
I'm good. Yourself?
Pretty good. Now that we have all our little tech difficulties out of the way.
Oh, yeah.
So it's okay. These things are never easy. I actually have a lot of classmates, even though it's an institute of technology that I go to, a lot of really technologically inept classmates. And it's not funny that they don't know how to use computers. It's funny how scared they are.
Oh, what? They're scared?
They're scared. They're like, if I touch the wrong button, everything's going to explode sort of thing.
Like it's a time bomb.
Pretty much.
Nice.
So we're pretty much just going to talk about you and maybe some things that people are sick of hearing. And we'll get to that. But tell me a little bit about how you got started with your YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah, talking about myself. That's the easiest thing. Well, I started YouTube, I think, 5 years ago. That was when my first video went up, if I'm not mistaken. I started late during elementary school, and watching those videos is kind of a little bit embarrassing because, look at yourself when you're younger and you see all these stupid things you're doing. A little bit embarrassing, but it all started when I myself started watching YouTube, and some of the people that inspired me the most were the vloggers at the moment. So I think it was maybe back in, 2006 or 7 that YouTube got really big. I remember watching.
2006 I think is when it started.
Right. Yeah, so I was watching vloggers like Kev Jumba, and he was doing rants, and I was thinking, hey, I could do this. So I did start doing it. I took out the camcorder that my parents had, and I started ranting and vlogging and doing whatnot, and here I am today.
That's an interesting point that you bring up Kev Jumba, because I think one of the things I noticed, and I can't think of too many examples at the moment, but one of the first things I noticed about the original YouTubers and vloggers, people who got really big, there's a big Asian community of YouTubers out there. You have Kev Jumba, there's Timothy De La Ghetto, Niga Higa. I don't know, that always kind of stood out to me.
Yeah, you know what? Well, it just so happens that the bulk of the population on planet Earth is Asian, so, statistically it makes sense.
I can't argue with facts.
Asian domination.
Vancouver, too.
Absolutely. Vancouver.
Oh, Vancouver. So, you tell me a little bit about the sort of content that you have on your channel.
So on my channel, I normally do rants. Well, I have a couple separate channels. I have my main channel, which is PrincessKahara, and I also have my vlogging channel, which is Kara Vlogs. So on my main channel, which is the one that I started first, I predominantly do rants, and I don't think there's really anything apart from that. But I guess I kind of put on a certain persona that's a little bit crazy, a little bit kooky, and I complain about something in front of a camera by myself in a room. And on my secondary channel, Kara Vlogs, kind of self-explanatory, I do vlogs. I just film myself doing my daily activities, and I stitch it together, and I upload it on YouTube.
Do you find there's a bit of a difference when you're doing sort of content that's premeditated for like your rants for your YouTube channel and then doing vlogs? Like, do you kind of come off more is the person you see in a vlog sort of more of who that person is? Because I've kind of noticed that with a lot of secondary channels.
Right, so I think there is kind of a difference, but at the same time, there is kind of some unity because the character that I have on my main channel, PrincessKahara, it's kind of just an amplified version of who I am in my day-to-day life. And then on my vlog channel, it's kind of, more mellowed down, the real me. But even then, I'm still kind of a naturally crazy person. If you talk to any of my friends, my classmates, my coworkers, if you bring up my name, they'll be like, yeah, that's the crazy one.
I find those are usually kind of the best personalities that translate online, because
I would hope so, fingers crossed.
So then you've been a little inactive recently, and until you posted a video ranting about the aforementioned dress that we were talking about before this.
What color is it?
What kind of... Oh. My dog has made a habit these last couple episodes of knocking on my door at the perfect moment. So tell me a little bit about why you took that break and how impactful that dress was that you had to come back to rant about it.
So I was kind of on a bit of a hiatus. I was gone for, I think, I want to say half a year? Half a year sounds about right. And the reason being is I am a student. I am a college student, and I thought I would focus my energy into my studies. So during the period that I was pushing out basically a video every week, or my series Cacophony of Hate and Rage, or Kahara Thursdays, I wasn't taking any classes at the moment. So I was able to focus all my energy on that. But now that I'm back at school, I thought, hey, let's mellow down, let's be a normal person and read books instead of being crazy inside my own bedroom.
There's a question I get time from people, especially friends of mine who are a little bit younger. So you said you started kind of pushing out YouTube videos when you're really young. Mm-hmm. Is it kind of a little bit like a leap of faith at first, a little uncomfortable because you're kind of putting yourself out there, and a lot of people who put out these YouTube videos sort of aspire to be, not always, but in some cases aspire to be internet famous, and it's different than like other art forms because as soon as you put a video online, if you're some 13, 14-year-old kid in high school and you're putting out videos of yourself being ridiculous, it's there for everyone around you to see. So was it a little scary at first?
At first, yeah, definitely. I would say it was kind of scary to put out my initial rant. I mean, most people don't do stuff like that. If you film a video, normally it's just to show your family or your friends. It's not to put out on the internet. And normally if you are filming yourself, it's in a natural day-to-day situation as opposed to, sitting down and filming your face, which seems almost a little bit narcissistic. But yeah, it was kind of strange. And like I said before, I did start when I was in elementary school. And putting up the first video was a little bit strange. But I think as I got into it, it became a lot more comfortable. And being the type of person I am, it wasn't too hard because... what's the thing? Growing up, I wanted to be a pop star, which is like it's a totally ridiculous dream. But I always wanted to be famous, which may never happen. But putting up that first video was a step to that very unrealistic dream.
So do you plan on being a little bit more active now, or is that dress video sort of a one-off for the time being?
I'd say it's more of a one-off. Well, summer is coming up, so maybe I will start putting up more videos again.
Yeah, it's if there's one thing I've learned about trying to balance things, I actually took a week off last week, so I was kind of getting swamped with projects, but it really is a time commitment.
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
It's about even things like vlogs, because when you have assignment after assignment to do, how much time do you really have to film anything interesting? Mm-hmm. So yeah, it definitely takes a level of commitment. So my friends are gonna hate me for this, but let's briefly talk about the dress.
The dress?
I thought your rant was hilarious, and I'll put a link somewhere in there. And I did like the color of the sticky note.
Oh, thank you.
That was smart. I would have debates from time to time about this. Were you like annoyed with the dress? Because it never bothered me, because I thought people's reactions were so hilarious.
The dress did kind of... It didn't so much annoy me as it kind of made me question, why is this so popular right now? Why is it trending? Because I remember going on Facebook and then my friend sending me this link and asking me, hey, what color do you think this dress is? To which I answered, it's when gold, which I don't know if that's the right answer or not. You'll have to watch the video to find out the right answer. But after she sent me that link, I went onto my Facebook timeline or feed. What's it called? Feed? The feed, yeah.
Yeah.
And I saw everybody posting this picture. Why did it blow up so much? It just blew my mind. I thought it was weird.
I think what I loved about it was that even just looking through the comments, the people who saw blue and black were convinced that the other 50% of the population was messing with them, and vice versa. And so, man, I would bring it to class, and it would pop up, and we'd start talking about it. And a girl in my class would say it's black and blue, and then the person next to him said white and gold, and they almost started arguing, because, like, stop messing with me. I know you're just trying to pull on my tail. I thought it was hilarious. I think if there's anything on the internet in the last year that would incite a civil war, I think that would have been it.
Oh, man. World War III over a dress. That would be on headlines.
That would be on headlines.
Then you can report about it.
So, we're both sort of in the field of making internet content. What do you like most about it? I know you don't have the chance to do as much anymore, but what drew you to it? Other than, your influences?
Well, personally, I always kind of grew up wanting to be an entertainer. I have an outgoing personality, and I always like to make people laugh. So this was just an outlet for me to reach more people, to attempt to make people laugh.
Is it do you like the sort of like the platform of online content? Because I find it's a really nice way to communicate with the people who watch your videos. Is there a nice element to that? Because I know my friend has a Twitch stream, and so people come in 10s, 20s, 30s at a time, and there's a genuine opportunity for you to interact with the people that you're watching. Do you find that sort of a bonus to pushing out content online?
It's terrible. People tell me I'm ugly. No, I'm just kidding. It's good. I get to talk to different people. I mean, otherwise, I'm kind of stuck to the people within my social circle, but I feel like if I go online, then I reach this whole different demographic, which is totally awesome.
What sort of so Kev Jumbo and things like that, what sort of content do you like to watch online?
As of late,
Sure.
let's see, what do I normally watch? Well, I love watching JK News. I don't know if you're familiar with their channel. Yeah, they're so awesome. I love watching them.
I don't know if this is just me. You can please give me a little bit of comfort here, but I found I don't have the same capacity and patience to just sit through video after video the way I used to, because there was a point in time where I do nothing but just come home 6 hours straight and watch Philip DeFranco, Kev Jumbo, and whoever else I get my hands on, and I can't do it anymore.
Yeah, no, I feel the same way. I mean, now I subscribe to people, but I definitely do kind of pick and choose which videos that I watch at the end of the day.
Why? I can't figure it out.
Yeah, I think as you get older, you realize that, dude, you really do only live once. YOLO, I hate to say it, but there you go. And you kind of have to manage your time. I mean, I found that if I were to watch every single video in my subscription feed, I would be sitting there from after school until way beyond midnight. So I have to pick and choose. It's like, okay, this looks cool. Maybe there's some late news that will affect me in a good way. Some educational facts here and there. Maybe this is positive, something positive to watch. And then I'll pick those and I'll watch them.
Do people still say YOLO?
I don't know. I just said it. YOLO.
Out of in genuine context, not to be funny. Do people still say YOLO? Because I think what bothered me most about the YOLO craze is people start saying carpe diem a lot, and now that bothers me more than anything.
Well, I personally haven't heard anybody say it myself recently, so I think it's kind of it's dwindled down, which is good.
Kind of fad that's passed.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, I think that's about 15 minutes, so we're on good terms here. Well, what kind of advice would you give to anyone who's sort of aspiring to push out their own content and get their face online?
Be good looking. It helps.
God, I hate to say this, and I don't mean this in a negative way at all, but I have a friend who started putting out YouTube videos at least a month or two after me, and she was asking me for tips on cameras and editing software, and the stuff she puts out is really good content, but she's very pretty, and she put out this one makeup video, freaking more views in that one video than all of my videos combined.
Yeah, man. And another thing, if your girl get fake boobs, people love fake boobs. They can't get enough of it. Make sure they're in the frame. Fake boobs. There you go, advice.
I'll look into it, but I might have to pass.
Oh! Thumbnail with a girl with big boobs. That works too.
Oh, man, I think Philip DeFranco is the only person who can, pull off fake thumbnails and misleading titles, because it's just kind of who he is.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there's your words of wisdom from the princess herself. Fake boobs and look good.
Absolutely.
And you'll get subscribers. So thanks a lot, Amy, for stopping by and chatting with me.
Yeah, thank
you can check out our YouTube channel at PrincessKahara. That H threw me off the first time. Same thing with her Twitter, Instagram. It'll all be linked and plopped all over the screen. Yeah, so thanks a lot for checking out another episode of The Orange. You can follow me on Facebook at Shakiel Mahjouri Journalism, Instagram at Shakiel Mahjouri, Twitter at Shakiel Mahjouri, and just throw my name wherever you can. I'm sure something will pop up. I do movie reviews now because apparently I'm on a press list for like early access to movies. So, yeah, right?
Cool, man.
Sweet gig. All right. Well,
Hook me
have
up.
a great day, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.